The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Right back to him on first down. Greedy Williams on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down. Sheffield. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second down, Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off the play fake. Sheffield. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A first down carry for Davis. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's Davis on the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Up the middle to Davis. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Looking to throw. Sheffield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside give to Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Check 31. Check 31. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
36. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check steal.
55.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Sheffield. He finds his man complete. That's Johnston. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Sheffield. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Sheffield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Hey, alert 48. Hey, you know,
out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. McLeod to return it. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Drink it.
Now they try the right side here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They go again with Davis. 107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on third down, Sheffield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
there he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On third down, Sheffield.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
60 by 6.
Here's a give to Davis.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake. Sheffield. Flush to his right.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. Counter play with Jacobs. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, confused. Check out. Hey, don't steal.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simpson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ultra. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 52 blaster. Check. Hey, check nigga.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Stop.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Under 10. Steal. Check steal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. 53.
Let's go, defense. And who we got? Tens the mic.
We got win. Win.
Check. I got my team on here, guys. My team. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the twist.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Past the 20.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Ready. Check black. Drill green.
55. Coming to you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth more chains in the game? Stamping time, took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners. You better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet.